Good evening to my gentle viewing audience. As you can tell from the black shirt, someone's dead. And I'm not going to make light of it because it's a child. And that's always a fucked up situation. But I want to talk to you seriously about something as the embodiment of the civilized black race here in America. As Curtis Mayfield said, I'm your mama, I'm your daddy. I'm the nigga in the alley. I'm your doctor when in need. I ain't got no coke or no weed, but I can help heal your soul. It's your man Shane Black coming to you tonight to talk to you after Mackenzie Adams took her life. Actually, her funeral was today, December 15th, 12 days after she took her own life. Let me get some hydration going on real quick. And let me talk to you about, or before I talk to you about Bullycide. You see, allegedly, Mackenzie Adams was bullied by her classmates at U.S. Jones, I believe it was, elementary school. Give me a moment. It's in the city of Demopolis. I guess that's in Alabama. And actually, let me talk about this before I talk to you about whether or not you are raising your child to be a bitch. So look at some news footage. Have a look.
Grieving the death of their daughter who took her own life. The mother of 9-year-old Mackenzie Adams says her daughter committed suicide because she was bullied at her school. And tonight that family is speaking out. CBS 42 news reporter Tim Reed has reaction from them and the school district.
9-year-old Mackenzie Adams attended 4th grade at this elementary school here in Demopolis. Her family tells us she told her principal and her teachers she was being bullied a number of times.
I know just seeing my baby laying there, not being able to say nothing to me, is what's gonna really do it.
Jasmine Adams says her heart is broken. 1 week ago, her daughter died by suicide. Adams tells us her daughter was being bullied at her school by some classmates. The 9-year-old's grandmother found her after she hung herself.
Our trust was in them, that they would do the right thing. And it just feels like to me it wasn't.
Adams tells us she is upset with
The Alabama family is grieving the death of their daughter who took her own life. The mother of 9-year-old Mackenzie Adams says her daughter committed suicide because she was bullied at her school. And tonight that family is speaking out. CBS 42 news reporter Tim Reed has reaction from them and the school district.
9-year-old Mackenzie Adams attended 4th grade at this elementary school here in Demopolis. Her family tells us she told her principal and her teachers she was being bullied a number of times.
I know just seeing my baby laying there, not being able to say nothing to me, is what's gonna really do it.
Jasmine Adams says her heart is broken. 1 week ago, her daughter died by suicide. Adams tells us her daughter was being bullied at her school by some classmates. The 9-year-old's grandmother found her after she hung herself.
Our trust was in them, that they would do the right thing. And it just feels like to me it wasn't.
Adams tells us she is upset with the school system. She transferred her daughter to U.S. Jones Elementary from a school in Linden because Mackenzie was being bullied there. At her new school, Adams says, the issue started again.
Things you wouldn't think a 9-year-old should know. And before my baby to tell me some of the things that they had, said to her, I was just like, where are they learning this from?
Demopolis City Schools attorney Alex Braswell says the case is under investigation.
We have provided grief counselors, crisis counselors at the schools, ministers, youth ministers have been on campus.
That was my angel. She was a straight-A student, very smart.
Funeral services for Mackenzie Adams will take place here at her school next Saturday. In Demopolis, Tim Reed, CBS 42 News, local coverage you can count on.
Now, having had a look at that, and I'll probably have to raise the volume on this when I do my editing. But Mackenzie Adams, this U.S. Jones was not the first school she attended. She also attended a school in Linden, Linden, Alabama as well, where allegedly she was bullied there. Had to do a bit of research. And that research revealed the fact, because her mom had stated that she was bullied in Linden, and then they took her out of that school and put her in this school. Mackenzie was 9 years old. She was in the 4th grade. Now, when she was in Linden, she had only attended that elementary school for 22 days. That's right, 22 days when she was pulled out of the school for unknown reasons. Now, 22 days. What the fuck is that? And let me hydrate. Give me a moment. Because I'm not trying to go in hard on her mother. Or there was a gentleman sitting next to her that may have been her father, but her daddy, because our father who art in heaven might have been her daddy. But the thing is this: after 22 days, what the fuck? She's like 5 years old. I can't really even think of what the hell somebody could say or do at 5 that would actually constitute bullying. Motherfuckers barely know. Oh shit, they're 5. They're not even motherfuckers. The little tykes barely know how to talk, damn sure, or probably don't even know how to write. I gotta get this. Hold the fuck on. But honestly, I forget where the fuck I left off. So, there may be some repetitive shit in here. I guess we'll just find out. But I do recall that I told you 22 days in that elementary school in Linden. Five years old. I don't know any. Actually, I don't know any 5-year-old children right now. And I shouldn't, because I'm a fucking adult. And I don't have any 5-year-old relatives. But at 5, you don't even understand the concept of bullying. Everybody is your friend at 5. You want to make friends. Hi, how are you? Let's play. Do you want to play? You don't? Oh, how about you? You want to play? Well, let's play then. Let's go play a fucking game. Let's go run around. Let's play, doctor. No, you don't know what the fuck you're looking at. Yet after 22 days, and then she tells him that her daughter, allegedly, tells him that her daughter was being bullied. The reason I say allegedly, and I'm scrolling down on the teleprompter, is the fact that Linden Police Chief Robert Alston told the Washington Post that his department was still looking into the matter of alleged bullying of Mackenzie. Quote, "We weren't able to confirm whether she was bullied or not at this point. We've talked to several officials at the school, and all of them said they have no official report of any bullying." End quote. Chief Alston went on to say that the girl's family was sticking with its story, and while he didn't know the 9-year-old personally, he knew her family and had no reason to doubt their account, stating that, quote, "They're very good people." Chief Alston, very good people can lie. And you, Geno viewer, do you know any 5-year-olds? And if you do, the fuck is it? I'll check it out later. How many 5-year-old bullies have you run into? I don't know any. 5-year-olds may fight, but that whole bullying, that psychological bullshit, no, they're too young for that. So apparently Mackenzie, after kindergarten, or after those 22 days in kindergarten at Linden, her family moved. So they actually moved. I don't know if they stayed in Demopolis or not, but that's where Mackenzie went to school. Where, quote, well, this is the quote from Mackenzie's mother, stating that they told her, "You think you're white because you ride with that white boy." That they called her ugly, which is also a quote. Quote, "just died." And an additional quote, calling her a black bitch at 9 years old in the 4th grade. Then you have Edwina, and I believe that's EDD WINA Harris, supposed to be a TV host in Atlanta, started a GoFundMe page soliciting donations for the Mackenzie Foundation, which will, quote, serve as a source to stop bullying. Selling $7 buttons and printed with Mackenzie's face and the words, "Gone too soon. Stop bullying." What happened to Mackenzie was fucked up. I can't lay that blame at her doorstep due to the fact that she was 9 years old. I don't really want to lay the blame upon her mother's doorstep, and I'm not going to mention her name, or her daddy's doorstep, and I don't know his name. But I question whether or not in today's society, y'all, because I don't have any little children like that, 15 or under, y'all are raising a bunch of bitches. You see, back in the day, and I don't know why I set the teleprompter down, probably because that motherfucking processor was getting too high. Back in the day, you would play the dozens. That's right. People would talk about you and you would talk about them back. Fuck that shit. Yo, man, your dick is so small that you could put that shit in the quarter slot on the pinball machine or something. I won't fuck that shit. Your pussy smells so bad that you got sharks chasing your ass. Just whatever. You try to climb me, I'm gonna climb your back, and that's gonna be it. If you wanna fight, I'll fight you back. And sometimes that'll be it, and sometimes there'll still be some bad blood. And sometimes you may take some sweatbands, put it on your wrist and your forearm, and then take a knife and put that shit in there, and then put on a long sleeve, or no, then put on a jacket, excuse me, and then take your motherfucking ass to school. I'm sorry, shit, excuse me, that was me. But you might do something like that too, in case you thought some shit was going to go down. And there was one of them serrated stick knives too. Because if shit went down, I was going to kill your fucking ass. And your friends. But it didn't happen like that. So you don't have to start it, but still be prepared and let the motherfuckers know. Hey, you talking shit, I'll talk shit. You wanna fight? Fuck you, I'm not scared of you. Because I got this knife in here. I'm not scared of you, so go fuck yourself. I'm not advocating children killing children, but children should be ready to defend themselves against that type of bullying. Nowadays, motherfuckers are quick to just say, oh, I'm so sensitive, I can't take it. You've hurt my feelings, so I'm going to kill myself. I'm gonna tell you this, we had like about an acre and shit of land. So the house was on a small portion, and the other portion was like where wild animals shit roamed, and we had to go and cut the weeds and shit. And my mom would take us out there, because my parents were divorced, but my mom would take us out there. And we get tired, my brother and I. And you wanna know what she did to make that fatigue go away? Seven words, almost like a haiku. Maybe it is a haiku, I ain't counting no damn syllables. But she would ask a question. Are you a man or a punk? I don't know any true boy, because I was a boy, my brother was a boy. I don't know any true boy that doesn't want to be a man, doesn't want to grow into a man, as opposed to a motherfucking, as opposed to a dick-sucking punk. You want to be a man or a punk? And so you just, like the Incredible Hulk. You Hulk out. Get that shit done. In today's society, it's really like a choice. In my day, it was no choice. You don't choose to be a fucking punk. You choose to be a man. You got a dick, you're a man, and you choose that shit and wear it proudly. But now, do you want to be a man or no? Are you a man or a punk? Well, Mom, I think I want to be a punk. Oh, hey, I like that pink on you and shit, girl. I need to give me some of that shit. And that's where you as a society fuck up. Mackenzie was female. Mackenzie was a girl. That man or punk shit wouldn't have worked on her. But you could be we'll call it a marshmallow. Was Mackenzie a marshmallow? So fucking soft that a little bit, because even 22 days in kindergarten, and you say the bullying was so severe you had to pull her out of school? I'm gonna get off of that. I'm gonna get off of it because I don't want to fuck with her family. Not now. But that's the type of shit I'm talking about. Let me just hit you with some statistics. Just in that I already did another story about a 9-year-old. It was a 9-year-old gay boy. I'm sorry. A 9-year-old gay individual who happened to have a penis, who was raised by an egg donor, and whose sperm donor was not in the picture. And the egg donor allowed him to wear feminine items, to wear her fucking shoes, to paint his fucking nails, and then wonder why he was bullied and killed himself. Oh, that's right, I forgot. He came out to his classmates as being gay after the summer, and about before the end of fall, he killed himself. That's right. That was her fault. Just as I believe that this was Mackenzie's mother's fault. Sorry. Hopefully she doesn't see it. She probably won't. Barely have more than 10 subscribers. But I'm gonna hit you with some stats because this shit has gone on too long. I forgot how long it's gonna be with the telephone interruption. That's the Centers for Disease Control that follow those suicide statistics. Now, suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the United States. It's kind of high, ain't it? Out of all the shit you could die from, 10% of the time, motherfuckers kill themselves. I should say it's the 10th leading, excuse me. 2017, 47,173 Americans died by suicide. 2017, there were an estimated 1,300,000 suicide attempts. This whole bunch of motherfuckers is just bad at it. However, suicide and self-injury cost the United States $69 billion annually. More than enough to build our president I'm proud to be, a president that I'm proud of, President Trump's wall. To build that shit and build it strong for $69 billion. And all he wants is 5. A few additional facts about suicide. And this is per 100,000. I was actually shocked with the amount of coverage the news provides for suicide by age, excuse me. Now that I have refreshified my electrolytes, for the young children, just due to the fact that when you see these stories, 9 years old, 14 years old, 6 years, well not 6, but whatever, 15 and younger, the rate is actually pretty steady. Go in 2000, had less, it's like 0.8. Well, actually no, here 2000. Less than 15, 0.8, and that's per 100,000. Fuck. Oh, excuse me. My bad. If you're less than 15 years old, 0.8 per 100,000. And in 2016, 0.73 per 100,000. So it's actually gone down, but we're only looking at 16 years. So when I say this generation, 16 years, it's the same fucking generation as far as I'm concerned. As far as you should be concerned as well. The highest rate is actually for individuals between 45 and 54. Because that's 19.72 per 100,000. And then let me just break this down, because as you saw, Mackenzie was black, past tense. As a general rule, black people do not kill themselves. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's because other black people are too busy killing them that before you can kill yourself, you've been killed by another black person. That's why I keep saying, mother, damn it. Because I'm starting to use humor in this shit. And suicide and death are not funny. And they are serious subjects. Hold the fuck up. Blacks, and I'll just jump to 2016. Here's my mouse. The lowest number of suicides per 100,000. because it's 6.03. The next lowest number, Asian Pacific Islander, it's 6.62. The highest number, white folks, 15.17 per 100,000. Now I'm gonna just toss this in before I conclude. Firearms are the weapon of choice for committing suicide. Firearms at 51%, suffocation at 25.9, poisoning at 14.9, and others at 8.2. It's likely because of the age of the individual committing suicide that firearm use is at 51% due to the fact just because the majority of individuals committing suicide are older, so it's you've got a gun in the house. And that shit is like, I was about to say that shit's like magic. It's not like magic, but it's quick. I'll show you my gun, which I always have within arm's reach at the house. In case somebody decides they want to come in my house and they don't belong in my house. Just take it. And death is, if you do it right, is instant, damn near instantaneous. Poisoning, or suffocation, I don't know how the fuck you suffocate yourself. Unless they're including hanging. And that's because you're cutting off that airway. I can see poisoning being number 3. And that poisoning is almost like you're going to sleep. So I'm going to OD on product X. And then because I'm going to ingest it and I'm going to lay down and I'm not going to get back up again. So depending upon what you take, it's painless. So the bullet may not be painless, but the pain that you feel is over with that quickly. 0.1 nanoseconds of pain. So fast that you don't even know you was in pain. For poisoning, non-painful, and it's like taking a nap. Suffocation, I don't know why the fuck you would do that. But just to conclude, personally, tell me if I'm wrong, that's why there's a fucking comment box. Personally, I believe that today's generation, and likely yesterday's as well, since we're going back to 2000, has raised a bunch of bitches. Children too soft to take the slightest bit of abuse, the slightest bit of rejection. That once they experience rejection, that their only thought is to kill themselves to make that feeling go away. Just think about this. How now? You don't have to win to get a trophy. You don't have to finish in second place, third place, fourth place to get a trophy. You get a trophy just for participating, so that you don't feel bad. When my godson was in T-ball, because that's the most recent, they said at 5 and 6, they don't even keep score because they don't want the children to feel bad. Your emotions are also like your immune system. Your immune system gets strong because shit attacks it. Your immune system fights back, and now it's stronger, so when that shit attacks again, it doesn't have the same effect. When you are attacked by harsh words, then your emotional immune system will strengthen itself. So when you hit me with them words again, I'll be like, fuck you. I've got immunity. That's it, that's all, Jennifer. Due to the split, I don't know how long this video is, but think about it and strengthen your children's emotional immune system. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.